my challenge for you is do a self-assessment. Ask yourself, how is your health today? How is your energy level? How is your sleep? How is your mental, intellectual, and physical health? Are they where you want it to be? Are they at the level where you would like it to be? So if you're happy where you're at, don't change anything. But if you're not happy where you're at, then welcome to West Michigan. Today is pretty sunny, but it still feels like it's 46 degrees. Even though it's slightly cold, it's still a good day to go out for a run. And I thought while I'm going out for a run, today I'm going to talk about health-related topic. As you know, if you are my regular follower on this channel, that I practice intermittent fasting. I practice 2MAD, which is 2 meals a day. And I also practice OMAD, 1 meal a day. And the reason I practice intermittent fasting is for one of the many benefits, and that benefit I'm talking about today is autophagy. You can Google autophagy, what it means medically. You can Google autophagy to understand the definition of it and read all the medical research. But today, I'm talking about autophagy and relating it to something that we already know. A quick definition of autophagy is self-eating. What it means is your body recycle old dead cells and generating a newer, healthier cell. And what does it mean to our overall health? That means you are much more healthier because your body get rid of all the old junks and you should experience less inflammation. I am 47 years old by age, but physically, mentally, and intellectually, I still feel like I'm half my age. I still have the vibes of a 47-year-old man, but my overall health, I feel a lot younger than my actual age. Keep in mind, I'm a sample size of 1. I am not a doctor, I am not a researcher. I'm only a person that practiced intermittent fasting that was 2MAD and OMAD. My analogy to autophagy is like an automobile. A car is a great transportation mode for us. It has a complex engine that works together as a whole. And that compartments, that engine components, needs to be able to run efficiently for it to last 100, 200,000 miles. And to do that, you need to change your engine oil regularly, 3,000 or 5,000 miles. You need to have transmission flush. You need to have a coolant flush and all the other fluid so that over time, they don't build up gunks. So that over time, they don't build up all that junk. And if you have engine or transmission or coolant that have all those buildup, you know you're gonna have an expensive repair. You know it's not gonna run as efficient, as fuel efficient as it could be. But by ensuring you properly maintain a maintenance schedule, by getting on the oil change regularly, engine transmission flush, coolant flush, and many other fluid, then your car can go as much as 200,000 miles or 300,000 miles. In the case of Toyota Tundra, it even went as far as 1 million miles. Coming back to our human body, that's what intermittent fasting does. When we have this restricted feeding window, our body will naturally try to tap into different sources of energy when it doesn't have its normal food. And that could be fat, and that can be old dead cell that it recycle and generate newer, healthier cell. And if we practice intermittent fasting often, if we do it regularly, and we detox our body, we are much healthier as a result. We have less inflammation, and our mental health, our intellectual health, and our physical health will benefit greatly from it. Instead of following the conventional wisdom where we blame our weight, our energy level, our mental and intellectual health, and the physical health to age, we should look at, instead of looking at age as a problem, we should look at it as a lack of an adjustment. As you know, in our 40s, I'm in my 40s, As you get older, the amount of energy that you expense is not the same as when you were younger. In your teens, in your 20s, and your 30s, you expense a lot more energy. And because you expense a lot of energy, you can get away with poor diet, you can get away with poor lifestyle. But when you get into my age, in the 40s and above, we can't afford to have poor lifestyle. We can't afford to have a poor diet. Because if we do, all that compounding feeding of a body, of that compounding poor lifestyle will take a toll on us. And that's when naturally, conventionally, we just simply blame it on age. But if we have an open mind to intermittent fasting, whether it's 2MAD or OMAD, and look at it as one of the tools in many toolbox for the health toolbox, and start practicing it and start monitoring it, you'll find that by doing so, by naturally detoxing your body of all the junks, of all the inflammation, you will become a much healthier version of you. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm only speaking from my experience. Since I practice intermittent fasting, I feel a lot better in my overall health. You don't have to take my word for it. You can use the power of the internet, the power of YouTube University, and look up intermittent fasting, look up 2MAD and OMAD, and look up autophagy, and see what are some of the health benefits and what are some potential downside. See if that will fit your lifestyle. See if that will fit you. My challenge for you is do a self-assessment. Ask yourself, how is your health today? How is your energy level? How is your sleep? How is your mental, intellectual, and physical health? Are they where you want it to be? Are they at the level where you would like it to be? If not, jot down the food that you intake today and see if you can make lifestyle change and see if you can make a dietary change. The definition of insanity is doing the same over and over and expecting different results. So if you're happy where you're at, don't change anything. But if you're not happy where you're at, then look at different alternatives so that you can achieve the version that you want to be.